Welcome to Vlogmas day, whatever it is. And today I'm going to be looking at my resolutions that I made at the start of this year or at the end of last year for 2024. In fact, if I scooch over, then I can show it to you while I'm watching it too. Now, one thing to note is as of when I'm filming this, I've got exactly 5 weeks until 2025. So if there is anything that I haven't done, I've still got time, hopefully. Here we go.
First of all, I want to read or study at least 150 minutes per month, which is the equivalent.
Read or study 150 minutes per month. I mean, I must have surpassed that. 2.5 hours a month. I definitely, from January until May, would have done that, especially study or work on studies. And I mean, I definitely have done it with reading because I've listened to audiobooks every month this year. That's a very low bar I set myself.
My next one is to have more of a routine. Now, this one does have a big question mark next to it because, of course,
Having more of a routine, I do feel I've got into that. I feel like, yeah, even with my running now, like I have breakfast sort of at 9:30 or 10ish, and then I go for a run an hour and a half later, and I usually run for about an hour, and then I usually, on my days off, film stuff. Like I think even on my days off, I've got more of a routine. So I feel like I've done that. And obviously work automatically gives me a routine.
I would love to be in a position where I know exactly what day I have off, when I'm working, on which hours, and when I'm filming or uploading, when I'm studying, that kind of thing, etc., etc. I would love for that to work. I don't know if it will. I don't think it will.
I don't think I've got quite that though. I mean, my work days have switched in the middle of the year. And then also because of holidays and things like that, things have changed. And then one of my jobs is a 0 hours contract, so it's not as regular anyway. So I've not quite got that routine, and also not of the filming and stuff like that. Although I have got better at making a conscious effort on my days off to film stuff and edit and whatnot. So not a full routine, but better than nothing, I'll say.
And it is to stay in the UK for the year and move out with my grandma's. This was my goal, I think.
I did stay in the UK for the year. I have not moved out yet, but I'm very much hoping to get it done in the next 2 to 3 months. As I say, I've still got 5 weeks, and I'm really hoping I have it done in the next 5 weeks. But I don't know if I'll make it in 5 weeks. But we're very close to it. And also, in part, I was ready to move out sort of around June, July-ish, but my grandma actually asked me to stay. So I wasn't going to say no to that.
My next one I've just written, go on the family holiday if possible. We are trying.
Yes, that was the one in Spain back in April. And I was able to go for the entire time. And that was amazing. And I'm very, very, very glad I could.
And that is to be more intentional with my jewellery. So
I have been more intentional with my jewellery. I've definitely sort of tried to match things more. And I've worn a lot more. So yeah, I'm happy about that.
I really like those. So even if it is just the one pair that I wear every evening, it's still wearing more jewellery.
I've been trying to match jewellery to what I'm wearing, but I have found my staples that if I've got nothing else, I drift to. And that's definitely the earrings that my grandparents gave me last year. And then this necklace, if I'm wearing something high enough that I can tuck it in, because we live in a world of anti-Semitism. Or alternatively, a necklace that my grandma gave me in Italy a couple of months ago, which is just a very simple silver necklace that has an R on it. So I've even got that.
And then my final one is to keep using a closet. I've been using this app that tracks.
Well, you may have seen my video about a closet and having to switch over to wearing, but I have been using wearing every single day. I don't necessarily remember every single day, but I don't think I've missed a day of an outfit in there. And I've logged all my clothes as I wear them. So that's good.
Number one is to floss more. I do not floss enough.
I have flossed almost every day this year. I've missed a couple of days here or there, but honestly, I have been so consistent with it, and it's just a part of my morning routine. I'm very proud of that.
My second one is to do at least 5 minutes of yoga, stretch, or other physical activity every day.
Oh, I don't think I've been doing it every day. I know I've not been doing it every day. But if you worked out over the course of a week, I've done the equivalent of 5 minutes every day, I would say. Most weeks. There'd be very few weeks where I haven't done the equivalent of 5 minutes every day. But I've definitely had days where I do not do 5 minutes of exercise. And maybe that should be a resolution for next year. I've purposely not done my resolutions for next year video yet because I wanted to watch these first and see what I had to say and see if I could draw any of my own inspiration. So that might be going in.
I would really, really like to just never miss a day of yoga, stretch, running, whatever. I don't run, but if I were to take up running. But that actually does bring me on very nicely to my next one, which is I want to start doing either dancing classes or gymnastics or something along those lines. And it doesn't have to.
I'm sorry. What? Did I know? It must have been subconsciously in my mind. That's crazy. Anyway, I was saying about doing dance classes or whatever. I have done more dance classes. I've kind of slacked on it though since I went to Australia. I've not done a single one since I've got back, and I need to get back into it. But I've also taken up running, and I do that 2 to 3 times a week, I would say. I would like to do more, but it's hard at the moment with sun, or lack of. I can't believe I mentioned running. Anyway, let's keep going.
And I want to graduate university with results that I am proud of and happy with, which is going to be interesting.
Yes, I did that. I am very, very happy with the result I graduated with. So that's good.
It's to get at least one professional performing job. The reason I've cut this down.
I'm glad I cut it down because I did get one. Right at the start of the year, I did a sort of documentary type thing, a docu-series about Judaism, in fact. And I was in it. And it was 2 days of filming, actually 1.5 I think it ended up being. And I really, really enjoyed it. It just reminded me how much I want to do stuff on film and screen and that kind of thing. I loved the camera and yeah, it felt like a place I belong in. So we'll see if we can find a way to incorporate more of that into my future. But anyway, let's keep going.
I want to take up tutoring as a side job. This is something I've thought about for about a year.
Okay, interesting. I tried to take up tutoring and it was very hard to find students. And I found one and I did one lesson with them and they said they enjoyed it, but then I left and didn't hear from them again. So I just thought, okay, well, never mind. And I actually just about a week ago got a message from the mum to say, would you be willing to pick it up again? We'd like to do it more consistently every week. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'm happy enough. So I've actually got my first one today and we'll see how it goes. But kind of, I've done it, but also not quite to the extent that I would have liked to do it, I think.
Is be more open about YouTube. I say it every year, I think I've said it.
I've been a little bit more open. I've told more family members. I still don't think I've told any friends. And it's a resolution for next year that you'll find out, I think, tomorrow or the day after, whenever I film my resolutions. I think I need to just like post about it and not hide from it. Oh, I don't know why I am the way I am. I don't know. I'm sorry, past me.
But I'd like to reach 150 subscribers. I have no sense.
Thank you to all of you. I have got, I think at the moment, 278 subscribers. How did that happen? I cannot believe that. I remember at the time of filming this thinking 150 is a bit of a push and I'm at 278 and that's incredible. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it so much and I'm so grateful to all of you, and if there are videos you want to see or things you'd like to hear from me, please let me know down below. I want to feedback and, you know, give back. Thank you.
So I don't know if this is going to be an exponential thing where now next year I'm actually going to end up with 200 or 300 subscribers. I really want to minimize the time between filming and uploading. That is not going.
That took a while. That took quite a while, but we got there. I think Australia may have put a dent in it again, but for a while I was like less than a month away from my vlogs. So we're working towards it.
So what I've said is, as of April, starting from April, I want it to be no more than 6 weeks. I know I said
I think I did that.
The next one is I want more fashion videos. I did mention this also in the YouTube goals and updates.
I did like 2 or 3 fashion-y videos, but I do want to keep working on that for next year.
From April onwards, I want to upload, like sort of between April and the end of the year, I want to upload 4 singing or performing videos. That is the equivalent of what
I did 2. And I mean, at least I did 2. My problem with this is A, obviously I live with my grandma and I don't like being disruptive with my singing. And 2, I don't want to put up anything on YouTube that isn't perfect, or at least as perfect as I can get it. And so I am incredibly nitpicky and fussy and I always think I can do better. I do takes. You know, I'll try and film covers and then I watch it back and I think I can do better than that, which is a song I want to do a cover of actually. So I'm hoping if I move out next year, I'm hoping that I can do more. But I don't want to beat myself up about it because at least I did 2. And I did try to film more. I felt more confident in my ability to. I just watched them back and then didn't have that same confidence. Or not even not have that same confidence, it's just a thing of, I always feel I can do better, especially when I'm here, because I know there's a little sort of subconscious voice in my head that's like, you're being disruptive, you need to be quieter, you can't sing full out. What if someone walks in? You know, all these thoughts I have that sort of prohibit me from doing my best. But hopefully next year more, hopefully.
I want to include more Jewish stuff in my videos. So obviously at some point
I do think I've done this. I feel quite good about this actually. I definitely mentioned it in my vlogs. I've not done as many sit down and chat videos around each hug that I would have liked to do. I think I am doing one, or I have done one for Hanukkah. I don't know if you've seen that already or if it's going up in the next few days, but I've got a sit down video for Hanukkah, but I haven't done any for any of the other holidays and I kind of wish I had. But next year's another year, so hopefully we can get that to happen somehow.
Mentioned that we were all very, very close. It was basically neck and neck to who got to 300 videos on that channel first. And I think at the moment I'm in the lead. I think I've held on to my lead since a long time. And I want to be the first one to get to 300. I don't care if it's the worst video I've ever made. I want to win.
I did win. I forgot about that. I can't believe that was this year. But I did reach 300 first. So I'm pretty happy about that. I don't think there's any more, but let's just have a look.
So that's one of my goals. And on from that, I've also just got, I want to continue uploading weekly. I don't think I've missed a
more or less
so far this year.
weekly. I think I missed 1 or 2 weeks on the Dear Hopefuls channel this year, but really not a lot. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. This has probably been long, but it's definitely given me some inspiration for my resolutions for 2025. I do think my resolutions last year were very realistic and very doable, and I feel like therefore I was able to achieve almost everything. Maybe they were even a little bit too easy. Maybe I need to be a bit harder on myself for next year. But I do feel I did work on some of those things this year. You know, I made an effort to go to dance classes. I made an effort with my uni. I made an effort to floss every day. I've forgotten all the other resolutions already, but I did make an effort with a lot of those things on that list. So I'm glad to see it sort of worked out, mostly. That's all. I will see you all tomorrow with another video. Bye!